What's up, Marvel Future Revolution fans? Well, this video is more for Marvel fans in general, but let's get into a fellow gaming lore. So today, let's jump into the weekly rewards and where I placed in terms of rankings. Don't look at my power ranking. I just have things split around. Let's collect some rewards. Along with that, let's take a look at some of the rumor roundup from Marvel games in general. So be aware that for Marvel Future Revolution, there is a bunch of notices for events that are currently going on inside the game. So if we take a look at, for instance, some of the ongoing events, we do have the 1 month celebration event that is basically beginning today. So you are going to be able to collect a 4 to 5 star core box today. Make sure you log in over the next 3 days, as you are basically going to be able to collect a core box, costume box, and an Omega card box. It says 4 to 5 star. Most likely it's going to be a 4 star. There's probably going to be a lucky very few who will collect a 5 star. So be aware of that event going on. It's always nice anyways when you just get, random push rewards anyway. So I'm not going to complain about it. Along with that event, there is the update quiz that started this weekend as well. They're basically asking everybody, hey, what is the name of the new region that was introduced in Dev Note number 1? Well, if you don't know, it's Dark Domain, because obviously the other 3 are freaking just that. They're regions that are already in the game. Now for this, we're only collecting an alpha supply box. This is pretty much a push reward giveaway. That's essentially what this is, another giveaway box inside there. So it's not gonna, nothing to complain about there, but it is what it is. And then don't forget about the surprise growth event, support event that's going on. Nothing really exciting going on there. And then the costume draw festival, that's something that you should be logging in anyway. I was pretty pleasantly surprised that I received a 5 star costume nonetheless from one of the draw tickets the other day. I was definitely shocked by that. I'll actually pull it open so that way you guys can see it. I was pleasantly surprised by this. Yeah, so if you go inside my inventory and costumes, I actually pulled the God of Magic boots from a 5 star ticket. I was really surprised by that. Let's jump in and see some of these rewards that I got for the week over here. So let's go over here to operations, special operations. Okay, 164. So I'm still within the same area as I was before. I'm clearing all the way up to stage 30. So the weekly rewards are what the weekly rewards are. So like if you look at this right here for the 5 boxes, I'm basically finishing in the top 0 to 10%. I just cannot seem to crack that 100 box yet. Makes sense to me. I'm not complaining necessarily. Then we have the battle challenge inside here. 194. That's lower than where I was before, but I'm collecting 10 2 to 4 star core boxes inside here. You can see exactly where that is, the top 0 to 10%. That's where I'm at. Cracking that 100 and breaking through them whales is pretty goddamn hard. So and then we're gonna take a look at arena. I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't do Dark Zone this week. Like I logged in a couple of times and it's just, yeah, it just wasn't there. So last week's rank, I placed 111. That's higher than where I was previously. So that's pretty decent. I'm not too mad about that at all. And we can look at my weekly ranking inside here of the reward list for that right there, and we can see that again was the top 0 to 10%. Can't quite crack that top 100. So and that's, I was 111. Can't quite crack it. Now the funny thing is that Omega War is, I've been doing better in Omega War, but it's just really hard to crack that. Dimension Duel. So I was actually all the way in Master 3. Why the fuck do I get put down a whole nother rank to Diamond 3? So weird, but okay. So I placed in Master 3, 120, and we can look at the weekly rankings for that. 120, and you can see that I am probably sitting right here, Master 3. Now I had intended to rank all the way up to Master 1 as much as I could, but if you look at the rewards inside here, the reward, no, not this one, the reward list. So basically that was me clearing all the way up to here to the 5-star costume box. My next rewards are basically Master 2, Master 1, and then finally Avenger. Here goes the interesting part. While I want the potential reports from here and the Convergium, I don't necessarily want to crack this because, well, I guess I can crack it and then just use the costume box now that they are convertible. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but okay, because I'm gonna start saving up items, guys. And I'm going to do a video specifically about this, because here goes one of the areas mostly that I feel is under talked about, is the introduction of new characters and the gap that there is going to be in terms of leveling them. And I don't mean level 0 to 100, but I mean leveling them in general, especially if you're a free-to-play character or something like that, and you're, you know, spending resources on leveling multiple characters, because it's just going to be harder. So if you look at the storage inside here, you can start seeing I'm starting to save up costumes and, you know, Omega cards and things. It's 4-star costume stuff and Omega cards and stuff like that as well. These I'll probably crack open because, yeah, the Omega card box is not going to matter, but the costume boxes will matter for me. So I'm starting to save up some of that stuff anyways, just so you guys are aware. So that's that. Now let's jump into some content here about Marvel Future Fight. Marvel Future Fight. We all but seemingly have confirmed the data mine that we're going to be getting new uniforms for the Sirius uniforms for other agents of Atlas, Luna Snow, White Fox, and most likely Sharon Rogers. So in this, we basically got we tend to get this almost every year since Luna Snow, where she's got a music update with one of her updates. Luna Snow is an original character from Marvel Future Fight, and she was injected inside the Marvel universe the same way Sharon Rogers was. These are OG characters created by Marvel Future Fight, the Netmarble development team, Danny Koo and other creators, and I think they've done an excellent job with these creators. The white Sirius uniform is what she looks to be wearing, because this is not a current look for her in game, and she's gonna release her brand new single, which should be a video and display some of her skills and the new uniform. I think that what we've got going on, the little Cruella, you know, half and half look, looks pretty dope. I think it looks really cool. Looking forward to seeing what the uniform looks like, for sure. It looks like a uniform I'll purchase. Like I said, Luna Snow's top of the tier list. Always. Same thing with Sharon Rogers. The OG characters are literally kept all the way at the top of the tiers, except for Crescent. For some reason, they hate on Crescent. She is not given any love. I wonder why. And then, so there's that. And then on top of that, we have some interesting detailed news about Marvel's Avengers and possible drops for the 2022 heroes. Although a lot of people were relatively upset at the 2022 roadmap, it wasn't looking so great. Oh, I did forget it. There was a to seemingly confirm even deeper for the Marvel Future Fight game, there was even more of a leak for to confirm those uniforms as well. So this post was made by CM Fragment, and Beast Mode Gaming did a video over the weekend about it, and it was pretty spicy and pretty good, especially with it seemingly was a mistaken drop by with these post, basically posting some of the event stuff. So like we see this event chest for Sharon Rogers was dropped in terms of like, this is the event chest, and on top of that, a possibility of what her rework skills is, where instead of she went from damage received for damage accumulation, she went to damage dealt with a 2% increase, which would be the best accumulation skill overall in the game. Not to mention a 100% recovery of max HP, which would be absolutely insane for Sharon Rogers. She would definitely be god tier with just that. I would check out Beast Mode Gaming's video if you're not aware of who he is. He's definitely a big YouTube Marvel Future Fight content creator. I believe he also creates content for King of Fighters as well. So check out his channel and check out his review on Sharon Rogers. I know she's one of his bae, and this would be the white Sirius armor inside there. So let's move past that. Um, we definitely had some very interesting stuff coming out about Marvel's Avengers. So I made a mistake for those videos. I recorded them in 4K, which put them at some serious gigabytes in terms of posting them to YouTube, which they are still processing to this day. I wasn't going to try to replay Black Panther's Wakanda War for Wakanda, but I have those dropping as soon as possible. And yeah, just know that there's some pretty big gigabytes because I recorded it in 4K, which the output was 4K, which was just stupid as hell of me. I don't know why I did that. But there's also there was some interviews done with some of the creators over at interviews and stuff like that about possible upcoming characters inside the Marvel's Avengers lineup. We're looking at possible characters like Matt Murdock, Daredevil, Jennifer Walter, She-Hulk, and possible more story development with Loki. So if you've played the game, each character has their own storyline, and when you play Thor's storyline quest inside the game, you basically get to see that Loki's behind the scenes pulling some strings there. So it'd be really cool to see them move forward with that stuff, because I am so tired of seeing AIM robots inside this game. Like, if they develop another fucking robot, Central Dynamics, I don't know what the hell is going on with you guys. Get the fuck away from the robots. We don't need any more robots in game. Creating like, this is one of those things where it's like repeat cycle stuff that, you know, Crystal Dynamics seems to not understand. Is when we ask for diversity, we truly mean diversity. There is no reason to continually reuse resources for characters and area modes and things like that. And we sure as hell don't want to see more robots. I get that the current villain is a scientist supreme with AIM, and now we've moved on to Claw, but we moved on to Claw and somehow still had robots. We don't want to see any more robots. We've been fighting robots forever. I don't want to see little spider robots. I don't want to see any robots, humanoid robots. I don't want to see adaptoids. Give me villains. So the only thing that we do have on that slate for that roadmap coming up is obviously the release of Spider-Man as the character, the hero expansion, only on the PS5, which is not going to help the game at all in terms of numbers on the PC or Xbox, which does not bode well for them in terms of their future development. And then we've got the first raid that's coming up for that game as well. I am dedicated still to bringing you guys content for that stuff, but obviously, you know, the majority of people here are from Marvel Future Revolution, so I'm not going to do it at the detriment of content for Marvel Future Revolution. I do have the War for Wakanda videos coming, so that way you guys can see something that you're going there, because like I said, I basically want to give you guys a experience inside the game, and Marvel's Avengers is definitely a very free-to-play friendly experience. You can get the game for damn near $20, and all the DLC content is completely free. Uniforms actually look pretty damn good, and Marvel Future Fight is somewhat of a pay-to-play experience, while Marvel Future Revolution is somewhat of a pay-to-win experience. So at least it gives you something across the board there in terms of that. So anyways, I'm gonna cut this video here, so that way I don't talk ad nauseum. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.